my name is Abigail Meyer. This is my reaction video on the article Body Ritual Among the Nacirema by Minor for my COM 263 class. When I was initially reading this article, I was shocked by the rituals of this culture, the bizarre and strange body rituals and extreme practices such as mouth rites involving holy mouthmen and lipso ceremonies, Minor 1956. The ideals and standard practices of the Nacirema people were baffling. They were so focused on looks and cleanliness of the body. In this article, it's clear that the fundamental belief underlying the system is that the human body is ugly and that it's naturally filled with disease. Everything I read about in this article was very strange and outlandish between the names and practices of the rituals. Once it was revealed that the rituals described in the article are just exaggerated versions of everyday practices in American society, the article becomes a reflection on how even familiar behaviors, such as going to the dentist or going to the hospital, when viewed through the lens of another culture, can be strange and irrational. This article really opened my eyes on how, through an outsider perspective, things can be described and painted very differently. When you are a foreigner looking into American culture, things just look a lot different from what you are normally used to. And with that, I think that a great example of communication pattern and an American event that, when viewed through another culture, can look very strange would be the Arizona State Fair. The fair happens once a year in Arizona, usually around September through October. It's a few weeks long and it is a very big event here in Arizona. The state fair reflects core American cultural values and worldviews such as community, tradition, and celebration of agricultural roots. The fair has always been big on uniting the community and bringing families together. The agricultural displays at the state fair reflects values of hard work, rural traditions, and the importance of agriculture in American history. You see this at the fair with the different petting zoos or booths talking about American and Arizonan agriculture. The fair is also always full of people. Between the kids, the adults, grandparents, things like that. There are always bright lights, lots of loud noises, music, and tons of different food smells. At the fair, you can go on rides, play arcade games, see live music and bands. The food is always super big portioned, smoked, fried, and filling the air with a variety of smells. The food is the super big part of the state fair. You can always smell and see the food throughout the fair. Everything is fried, from Twinkies to Oreos to cheesecake to even sticks of butter. There's always giant turkey legs and corn on the cob, as well as tacos and plenty different forms of ice cream and frozen treats. Something that you hear a lot at the state fair is children laughing and screams from the rides. It all sounds super exciting and nostalgic, like there are the happiest memories that last a lifetime being made and experienced right in front of you. For 140 years, the Arizona State Fair has been a gathering place for so many diverse groups all over the state to honor the past and celebrate in the present, exploring the future. Arizona State Fair 2024. I remember the fair being this ginormous event full of so many people, this magical place we went to every year. I always had way too much food and candy, and I would ride all the rides until my parents dragged me out of there. Now, as an adult, I still really enjoy the fair. It's still full of people, good food, but instead of that magic I just feel nostalgia looking back on my time at the fair as a kid to now. To other cultures, this big event might be really overwhelming and extreme, but I think that this event demonstrates a good communication pattern with different cultures, as it does bring together groups of different people that all are there to have a good time and experience different things. And a good example of how someone from a different culture or region would view the fair would be a European experiencing and having the common fair food. They might find this food to be really over the top compared to a more modest ingredient focused dish like most Europeans are used to. And I think that while the fair is very overwhelming to some people and that it is a super big event, it has really changed throughout history and grown with Arizona and America's culture. And I think that it is a good event to study and see how different cultures view different things. To us, the state fair is a common event and is super big and super fun, but to somebody from a different culture, it might be extremely overwhelming and too over the top for a more modest and low-key culture. In conclusion, the Arizona State Fair offers a colorful and sometimes larger-than-life display of local customs, foods, and traditions, which may evoke a sense of curiosity, amusement, and cultural discovery for those from outside the U.S. This event and communication pattern is beneficial to American culture because it opens doors for all kinds of people to gather and just have a good time. The actions and rituals of the Nacirema people, or American people, are outlandish when you are an outsider looking in, but the rituals described are just day-to-day actions of the American culture. This really puts a perspective of when you're looking into a foreign culture, their day-to-day practices can seem really strange, but in reality, we all have our own ways of living, and to others, it might seem strange that we go to the dentist or our bathrooms are seen as shrines and things like that, but really everybody's culture differs from one another. And with that, the Arizona State Fair, nope, okay. Thank you so much for watching my video on my reaction to the article Body Rituals Among the Nacirema by Minor. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much again for watching.